Welcome, everybody. This is your Hollywood Progressive team coming back with you. Dick, Sharon, and Linnea reporting on a play we saw this Sunday with our ACLU friends. The play, it's a world premiere called Blue, written by June Carroll, starring just two actors, Julaine Chitty-Hill and John Colella. Basically, the story is a Black female LAPD detective investigates the shooting of a Black motorist during a traffic stop. The sergeant in question for the shooting is a white family friend and the detective's husband's ex-partner. What did you think?
Well, I thought that both the performances and the writing were extremely compelling. I was very touched by the storyline. I thought that what was discussed is highly relevant, and sadly, at the same time that it's relevant, it's also relevant to our past and probably relevant to our future. And the playwright, June Carroll, in her the handout that they give, she wrote, "To whom it may concern, I wrote this play as part of a conversation. A fundamental hypocrisy lies at the heart of the founding of this country that prioritizes white, straight, cis male bodies over Black and brown bodies. And a direct line can be drawn from the authoritarian impulse to the present state of policing as practiced in the United States." So that'll give those who are listening a sense of what this play is about. And yes, it really did touch me, and I could not give it a higher recommendation. I would say anybody and everybody should go see this play, and I intend to, if you are interested, to see it again. If you don't want to go with me, then I'll go by myself.
Oh, okay.
Mia.
I'll go with you again. I thought it was wonderful.
I'll go, man. I like it.
No, you're not welcome, Dad. Girls only.
I mean, you're that cis male, white cis male.
Yeah.
It involves me, yeah.
No, I agree with Sharon. I think this is an incredibly relevant play and really takes a good look at this conversation that we're having in our country of, us versus me sort of mentality, and how diluted that gets really quickly when you actually break it down a little bit and talk about it. Something I really enjoyed was the authenticity of the characters. They both had genuine emotions coming from where they were, from their points of view within the play. I'm trying not to reveal too much. But the authenticity for both sides, even the side that I and we personally don't necessarily agree with wholeheartedly, there was genuine emotion behind that character, and there was genuine, authentic experience driving that character through this play and through this narrative. Really, really beautifully well done. I also just wanted to say quickly that the way they, I guess, framed is the right word, the way they sort of prepped you to come in, and the way they sort of framed the setting was so heavy. I mean, I felt like I was in trouble walking in just to get to my seat. Like you instantly, it felt like, oh, this is going to be intense. Really wonderful play that looks at some really hard conversations that we're having in our country right now and trying to face. And I think a lot of people, I know we are, and a lot of people are trying really hard to work through. And I think we can pull from the experience that this play brought us. I really enjoyed it. I also highly recommend it and will happily see it again to support the playwright. And I think we were talking to someone who was working the door, and she mentioned that the playwright was actually going to be starring in the play when she brought it to, I don't remember the name of the city, Edinburgh.
Got one.
So that'll be really interesting too, to see the playwright actually in the play and see if how that might change if we ever get to see a recording or anything. Really wonderful play. I recommend it. Taking on a tough conversation that's been brought up in our country, unfortunately.
So it sounds like a date. I'd love to see it again too. I was actually a little tired from our big thing out to Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
I said there were two actors. In a sense, there was three. the setting was really unique. It's a new theater called the Henry Murray Stage, which our friend Tanya Bearfield, who's an actress who's appeared at that theater that we've seen several times. It used to be the green room where the actors and the producers and the bigwigs would meet after and have relax after a performance. But it really puts you in the interrogation room. You really feel that you're right there. Now, we particularly like small theaters, and this is really the example. I mean, I was brushing up against the sergeant. He would come over to me to look in his pretend mirror, and right next to me, I go for that. I mean, and as Nia says, you're led into it in a way that makes you feel like you're going into the LAPD interrogation room, and by God, you better watch your P's and Q's. And so the conversation starts like a friendly conversation. These two officers know each other.
Too much.
No, but then it gets real intense, and the acting, the repartee. I'm always impressed by actors, two actors back and forth, bam, bam, bam. You know, and emotions flying around, and new information being revealed. Boy, it's quite the play.
One of the things that I really liked about the play, and I'm going to try to dance around what I'm saying without revealing too much, is that the intimate setting really heightens the experience of the audience, because you feel like you're there sitting in the room with these two actors that are engaged in this very intense dialogue. But the other thing about having such intimacy with the actors is that it helps you to experience the complexity of these issues that we're facing today. You know, they're not just simply, the way they're presented generally in the news is this us versus them. You're either on the right side or the wrong side. And there really is complexity. And having the opportunity to experience this play in such an intimate setting helps you to see and feel the complexity associated with dealing with these difficult themes.
So if you want to beat us to the last tickets, you better hurry. It plays at the Matrix Theater, 7657 Melrose in Los Angeles, Friday and Saturday nights at 8, Sundays at 3, but just through May 14th. So just down around the corner. And this interrogation room doesn't have a lot of seats, so tickets are at a prime. I really recommend this play, probably as much as any play that we've reviewed together.
Absolutely.
Any final thoughts?
No.
See it.
See it, yeah.
See it, and then think about it. Think about what it is that they're talking about, and the complexity of it. It's yeah, beautiful.
So I have to hurry off and get us some more tickets.
That's right.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.